Hey everybody, it's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for checking out this episode. This is our Thursday episode here where we bring in the Hockey Squirrel and we talk hockey. So let's do that. How's it going there, Hockey Squirrel?
How's it going, buddy? I had a 4-1 day 2 days ago, and then got rocked yesterday with a fat 0-3, so that sucked. Beat the closing lines on a couple of my games by quite a margin, and just did not fall my way. But not going to keep me down. We got a couple more today, so looking
Yeah,
forward.
yeah, that's sports betting. That happens. But as you said, today's going to be a nice bounce back. Everybody here on the show appreciated
Yeah.
that winner on Tuesday. Over 6.5 goals in that Canucks versus Panthers game. Nice 7-goal winner right there. So thank you guys, or not you guys, thank you, Hockey Squirrel, for that nice winner right there. All right. So
Yeah,
as
the
I said, you're
over's
back.
been
Huh?
the over's been the trend, man. I tried taking it under last night, just like 4 goals in the first period. I mean, it's just been over goals, goals, goals in hockey. I don't know exactly why that is either, but it has been at least for probably 2-3 weeks now.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess everything's ebbs and
So,
flows, and maybe goals are now in a flow, and we'll see what you bring us. Maybe you'll bring us an over, maybe you'll bring us an under, maybe you'll bring us a money line. Let's let the Hockey Squirrel get on into it. Again, we're on the Thursday edition here, where he's going to give us some free picks, and we'll add these to the official card that on the Winning Bet show here. So, without further ado, let's get some hockey picks here.
yeah, let's do it, man. I'll jump into the data model as always, anyway. And an earlier game, the Winnipeg Jets and the Detroit Red Wings is a super interesting one for me anyway. I saw the line at minus 115, thought it was wrong, or thought, okay, what's wrong with the rosters? Why is this so incredibly low? And there are key guys missing for the Winnipeg Jets, but oh, okay, let's see if we can do that again. There we go. um, so no, this website's all screwed up right now because that is not the roster. I guarantee you. Wow, that really is not good for us. Okay, we can't look at the roster today.
Hmm.
That is a.
Sometimes the internet just
Here we
doesn't
go.
want to
Here we go.
work
Here we
out.
go. We got it. We got it now. So yeah, we've got some key injuries for today, which includes Blake Wheeler. So going to be a big body like 6'5", one of your or your top line right winger, I believe. Nikolaj Ehlers has been absolutely on fire as well. So COVID-19 again wiping out the roster, and Logan Stanley, another 6'7" defenseman. So missing some big bodies for physical play, but also a talented goal scorer in Nikolaj Ehlers at least. But that does bring in a few new guys, and what I noticed immediately in the fourth line center is CJ Cease. And what's interesting about that is I ended up going to college with him, and I watched him play all through his college career while I was in school. And he graduated and got Winnipeg Jets NHL rights, and here he is finally. So
Nice.
very cool to see that. And Mark Scheifele's still in the game, and this is like a team leader, the veteran experience, and Kyle Connor pairs very nicely with Scheifele. Dubois especially still. So you've got good center depth. You've got guys that can score, and still, to me, a much more experienced and a much more deeper team in Winnipeg at a minus 115 or minus 120 than you're going to get in the Detroit Red Wings, even at home, where they have played better. But again, I keep referring to this as being a one-line team, referring to Bertuzzi, Larkin, and Raymond, because it's pretty unreliable to expect Adam Ernie, Sam Gagne, Giovanni Smith to produce for you in terms of goals. They all have a role, like in Giovanni Smith's case, is really more to be that agitator, to be the kind of enforcer. He'll drop the gloves and fight, but not like a Dylan Larkin where he's going to be running up the scoreboard. So, if you can avoid these top guys, you have much more depth, especially at 115 or 120 in the Winnipeg Jets. Nedeljkovic versus Hellebuyck is the likely matchup here, which is completely fine. That's the number one goaltender for the Jets. Just too low of a line as far as I'm concerned for that game. So that'll be pick number one for me anyway.
All right, let me go. While you were talking, let me go ahead and give out the price we'll use here on the show. Got Winnipeg Jets over at PointsBet at minus 121. So minus 121 right now over at PointsBet. Hey, man, win or lose these bets, I'm becoming a more knowledgeable fan. The knowledge you're dropping is just unheard of. I appreciate that, man. You sound
Yeah,
like maybe
absolutely.
you were going to give away a second pick.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be another over, which, we're just going to keep riding that trend. And I think this is the highest projection for an over that I have today, at least. And that's going to be the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Los Angeles Kings tonight. I think that's a later game, obviously being on the West Coast. But I still have over 50% projections to go over 5.5, which, you talk about winning percentage for a sports better as well. And when you're looking at something that has a 55% chance to win, we're looking at long term. That's exactly what you want, uh, for having a small enough ROI, at least that it's good enough return. I mean, it's kind of involved at least to try to talk about that. But like when I say 53%, usually that's pretty high. If you start getting 60-70%, like it's going to be blowout type game, like some of those higher juice games you have today, but then you're looking at -300, -400, right? So to have like 53-54% projection on over 5.5 is pretty good, especially for this model. And the return of Evgeny Malkin is huge for the Pittsburgh Penguins as well, because it adds a ton of depth to the team in the center lineup, to where normally you have Jeff Carter here, or you've had Jeff Carter throughout the season, and Teddy Bluger generally centers the third line. So this actually creates depth in the sense that you no longer need Jeff Carter here in the center. So he can now move over to the wing, where you would have Jason Zucker normally, but he's out on injured list today. But still, that's huge to have, again, more experience and more veteran leadership, not only from Sidney Crosby, but Evgeny Malkin. So hopefully leading to a higher scoring game. And as we've talked about before, the LA Kings are a very high shot volume team. Not that they are always setting up the greatest quality chances, but you will see a lot of pucks on net from the LA Kings, which can be a very good thing because you get deflections, you get tips out in front of the net, just weird bounces or screens in front of the goalie. So I like to see that from teams where, they're not just cycling the puck, passing, and they never shoot, because there are teams like that as well in the NHL. So with a lot of shots on goal, a lot of at least healthy rosters, a lot of veteran leadership, especially Anze Kopitar, Drew Doughty, should lead to a higher scoring game, at least in my opinion, and from the data model, and everything looks good there. So that is pick number 2. Anyway, I got that at -115. I don't know what you're showing right now.
All right, yeah, we'll go ahead and give out -118. You can get that right now over at FanDuel. So -118 for over 5.5 goals scored in the Penguins versus Kings. I love that analysis right there. Obviously, I know nothing about hockey, so I appreciate what you're doing here. That strategy, though, of just teams that like to shoot, I've taken that strategy before in soccer. I love that. You're right. You can't guarantee goals, but we can guarantee just are you putting the shots on? Those will translate into goals. So love that being part of your analysis right there. So, all right, so let's get over 5.5 goals in Penguins versus Kings, and let's get those Winnipeg Jets there on the money line as our 2 NHL winners. You got anything else going on for your members over at HockeySquirrel.com?
Yeah, heavier day again. It's another 5-bet day. So on Tuesday, I went 4-1 with 5 picks, and hopefully do the same again. I have a massive underdog where we're in a day of massive underdogs. We have a lot of heavy favorites and a lot of juice to be paid. But I think I found a good spot today for a nice heavy underdog. So yeah, if you're interested in that, you can pick up the monthly subscription if you're interested at the website. And that's pretty much all I got going on today. So
all right, get yourself over to the Hockey Squirrel's website. He's going to have a nice bounce back day, just like he did on Tuesday. Man's going to help you guys put money in your pocket. All his information, YouTube, website, Twitter, all his good information is down in this video description. Thanks for those 2 winners, and we'll look to see you back here on Tuesday's show.
All right, awesome. Sounds good, man. See you later.
Thanks for watching till the end. I'm Jason Mattis. Any love you can show by giving me a like, a subscription, or a comment, or even just share this video is very much appreciated. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to increase your chances of locking in the same odds as I talked about today. And check out my other great videos in these corners.